Hello and welcome to Yapping at Midnight with Bonnie. I'm Melvin, sometimes known as Melvin the Crimson Taurus, and boy, it's been a while since we've done one of these, and it's midnight somewhere, so we may as well start talking about some crazy mess. And Yapping at Midnight's a bit different from a podcast as it's unorganized, it's unfiltered, and who knows how long we'll go. Could be 30 minutes, could be 30 hours. Won't be 30 hours, but it could be. You just never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone is having a good time, a good night. I'm not, but I'll tell you why in a second. And I think I actually have everything set up running the way it's supposed to. No echoes or anything like that. So, holy cow. Bonnie, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, just doing my thing and enjoying it. Like it's been nice. It's been nice.
Yeah, with your flashing Christmas shirt. Like, what the heck? Nightmare Before Christmas with lights
It's
on it. That
been king.
that caught me by surprise. And hello, Anima. Hello, Doll. Hello, Paranormal Witch.
Hey everybody.
I mean, what the heck? That is so great, though. But
I like
are you kidding me? They're shooting off fireworks for some reason.
pop pop.
It's raining over here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually raining over here. And hello, Dragon Dancer and DK, welcome. Yeah, it's raining. I absolutely hate it, and the power went out 2 times, so I'm hoping it doesn't go out again. I can't prove it, but I actually think they are flipping a switch to turn it off.
It could be Mercury.
No, I think it's some prick somewhere because when I checked out the window, all the other houses across the canal they had their lights on.
Oh,
So
weird.
So yeah, and I'm telling you, it's someone at the power company said, and just you know,
Yeah. Happened. Well, I was in the middle of a call at work. Thank goodness it wasn't like a wreck or something, but and it happens. But it was like beep, everything went out, and I'm like, got halfway through a troubleshooting call, which,
mm,
anyways, yeah, Mercury was at it, but it worked out. So
yeah. And hello, Nick, welcome. So yeah, very annoying. And I was actually the first time it went out, I was in the middle of recording some stuff for the second channel, and then it just everything dead. And I was just like, son of a monkey's uncle, like you gotta be kidding me.
you crack me up. That's your mad word.
Yes, that's my mad word. You don't want to hear son of a monkey's uncle. And on even more rare occasions, my best friend Ryan, we were we were co-oping Halo 2, and it was just a part on Legendary we just could not get past. And
Well,
huh?
already
What?
co-oping. I love it.
Well, that's what it
I
is.
I was teasing DK the other day, called him a nerd because him and my son, y'all know specs and just. I'm like, listen, when I have to do troubleshooting calls, when I first heard I was doing troubleshooting, I sweated. Not playing, I was so nervous because I feel like these are people that their pay grade's way above mine. Because I do. I think that's why anybody in the tech industry gets paid because it's kind of wild. Yeah, just it's not my thing, but I love it. I think nerds are important, and you guys are. I love you.
No, thank you. But yeah, so we were co-oping and couldn't get past the part on Halo. And oh, hello, Kelvin, welcome. And this is very rare. I say this, but I got so mad. I said, "Ah, Lord, have mercy!" And he was like, "Oh, uh-oh." It's like, "Oh no!" Like I know you're mad now. You never say that. So yeah, that's son of a monkey's uncle
You
and
can
Lord have mercy.
have mercy, Lord. If I said it, it would sound so. Lord have mercy.
Well, yeah,
Sorry, I
but
was. It was
I
exact.
just Lord have mercy. So it was just, oh, you got
Sounds kind of
say
the
that again.
same. It sounds a little Texan.
Well,
Am I wrong?
I mean, maybe it does. I don't know, but that's
Gosh, my dad used to say, because he would not say God's name in vain anyway, but he would say, he was like, it's that same thing, Dad. But he would say, gosh, mighty damn. That was his cussing.
yeah. No, I will say son of a monkey's uncle, and uh, God darn it or gosh darn it, depending. If it's really bad, it'll be God darn it, but mostly it's gosh and all that good stuff. What's up?
Yes. I completely did a mama fail with Christopher when he was little. He beat you, Mel, big time. He asked me one day because I guess I said it so often. He was just, and it was honestly, he almost sounds like an air sign, even though he's not. But because it's just the questions that he had,
Mhm.
even when he was little. But it was like, he said, "Mom," I was mad one day. He goes, "Well, why not Daddy fuck her?" Good question. Why not? It doesn't sound the same, but
Oh boy.
father. Yeah, he just popped out and he looked at me and he was like, he meant it. And I'm going, don't say that.
Yeah, that could go
Yeah,
so many ways.
yeah, it was bad. It was, yeah, I was like, wow. Well, this is this is why you can't be left unattended, Bonnie.
Yeah, no, you need an adult. Oh, Dr. Pepper does not sponsor us, but they're good
It's
soda.
with all the Dr. Peppers we drink, yes, or I
Yeah.
drink. Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in like 7 years.
A lot for some people, they're too sweet. I have times where I have to kind of like, okay, I need a Coke because it gets sweet. But it used to, I wouldn't drink anything but Dr. Pepper.
Mm. No, I don't think it's sweet. I like that it's kind of spicy or has spices or something to it, like nutmeg or something that's in there. I don't know, but I don't think it's sweet. Like something that's sweet that's a soda.
Right.
I don't know. Because if I'm gonna have a soda, well, that's the thing. I don't really care for sodas. I like the carbonation, so I'll just bust out some carbonated water with some lemon in it.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Hey, he's not. That's what's funny though, Mel. They're talking about you living in Compton. You do not seem like the guy. You don't fit the type. I guess you'd say stereotype, and I hate it, but it is what it is. But I well, I told you so. You got to be watching for it because I kind of want to see you open it. But I'm sending you a package, and I said I was working. I said, Curtis, will you take this? Will you take this to the post office, mail it for me? I said, maybe you should video the lady's look on your face to where she sees where you're sending it. You know what I mean? Because you got to realize they don't get more country than here. So I just, like,
Well,
I wanted to see the look of who do you know in Compton? Snoop Dogg, bitch.
he's from Long Beach, but
Don't, yeah, I was gonna say he don't live there no more, right?
no, Snoop is from Long Beach. It was Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, Easy from Compton.
Okay, Dr. Dre. That's why I
Uh,
said it was
my
next. So,
grandfather actually knew them when they were kids, and he would try to keep
what?
them on the straight and narrow.
Aw.
And Dr. Dre, believe it or not, was actually a big punk. He would get he would he would get beat up on and bullied.
No.
Yeah, you would never know it, but yeah,
No, wouldn't.
yeah, he was a nerd,
I love
and
it.
yeah, look at him now. So, but yeah, he would get picked on.
I can't remember which one because see, Curtis grew up. See, because this is how hip I am. Oh God, I shouldn't even tell this on myself. But now I've opened the can.
Yep.
Okay, so when Bone Thugs and Harmony got big, it was popular as hell down here, right? And I thought East 1999. I thought that they were talking about the year. Curtis is like, no, that's where I grew up. That's a street, and it is not a good street. It's kind of like the equal of Compton in Ohio, right? So I was like, oh, and he goes, but he evidently kind of got in a tussle. I think, Curtis, which member of Bone was it you got in a fight with? It was Busy.
Oh my god.
The one with the fro? I think that's the one.
Hmm.
And he literally kind of, yeah, he had beef with them. They would get in snowball fights and weird. It was just fun. I'm like, what? Ooh, that's so kind of cool. But it was before they were anything, right? But still, I think that was really cool when, they weren't necessarily, they were not obviously friends, but I think they kind of had a mutual respect. Hey, this kid's tough. This kid can stands up for himself too. Like, they wouldn't take it off of each other. So
Yeah.
I thought that was always cool. I'm like,
And
I wish I was you right now. Thought that
and
would be
Afro, thank you so much. I don't have notifications on, but he tipped us $25. Thank you so much.
you.
Wow, thank you. Happy holidays. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And
Sweet.
I want to address something real quick with Nick. He asked, have either of us commented on EA co-editing and his absence from YouTube? Uh, Simple answer: no. I mean, mostly because we're just not involved with it. Don't really want to be involved with him, and it's just not worth it because he comes with too much drama and baggage, and you know,
Um, well,
and it's just not.
for me, the just thoughts are not in the same alignment at all. Um, there's so much anger and hatred on his end. It's all about being. I mean, it kind of reminds. I'm gonna say it. It reminds me of the guy got picked on in school, and he's like trying to be the bully now to like make up for it. And I'm like, oh, they were mean to you, and it's almost. I wouldn't want nobody to have pity for me, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, Real tough people that are tough don't have to tell you they're tough.
No,
You'll know.
they
Have you met Curtis, by the way?
no.
You don't. I've honestly, since I've been with him, and this is weird because I think I finally did tell him because it was just very weird for me to admit because I had to be, being single for all the years that I was before getting with him. I felt like I was tough and I felt like I'd handle my own. And I realized I was like, okay, this is nice. It's nice. Because at first it was an adjustment. Like I was very independent, but I told him, I said, I feel safer with you now because I guess when the youngest one's dad will start kind of going on one of his because kind of like EA and those choices. He was an addict, or he is an addict. I feel like a lot of people don't agree, but I feel like you have to keep the mind knowing that what you can be, what you are capable of, what has okay. And I think this is where Curtis he is like, but you can't. I said, he's like, well, I am without a master. I'm like, well, that's why you're Belial's boy. Okay. I'm working on it. You know what I mean? I feel like that I want, and I guess in a way, it's like, I want to be like that. I don't want to have anything that I feel like I have to have. I can wake up and get out of bed and do what I need to do with or without anything that's a crutch.
Yeah, I could
Sorry.
feel that.
I feel like that was a tangent, but
No, it's fine.
yeah.
Well, that's what we're here for. um, Doll, I can't turn on notifications only because I'm doing experimentation, but eventually I will turn them back on, probably with some new things, and hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to do oh god, a layout of some sort, make everything prettier for you guys. So, still experimenting. And Nick, yeah, I would not say he is the greatest warlock of our time. A good showman. I will say that. I think he's a very good showman. And it's interesting to use warlock because, warlocks aren't necessarily the greatest things in the world. They were considered liars or traitors. So it's not good being called a warlock in some cases. So, you know,
Thanks.
um,
A little okay. A little okay. Little K.
Yeah, that's doll.
But I'm like, but well, little because it's Lil, little
Lil, like Lil Kim.
Troy, little cat, little
Yeah,
Jack,
I
little
don't
K.
understand the little things, but
Uh,
little K9. Oh, little K9. Wait, now you're a dog? Wait a sec. I just saw the 9 there. That never.
That's what it is. Gotcha.
Little K9.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh,
bad man, dude. I got a buzz haircut now.
nothing wrong with that. Happens to me every single freaking day.
Woohoo! Reminds me of that song. Did
Which,
you ever hear the song? Sorry, it's actually called I got my head shaved by a jumbo jet. God, what is it?
yeah, I don't know
It's
that
in
song.
'99, I think. Or hold on, was the year? Hold on. Somebody, you'll have to know it. Woohoo! I got my head shaved by a jumbo jet. It ain't easy. It never is. Actually, the guy in this band. It's one of his other bands, but he's the singer for the Gorillas.
Oh, okay.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, well, I only know 2 songs by the Gorillaz. So I take that back. I only know 1 song by the Gorillaz. So, but I know who they are. I'm proud of that. I'm hip too, guys. See, uh, yeah, I don't know that song though.
Hold on, I've got it. But I'll play only a few seconds because I know you can't.
I mean, you can. We'll just get claimed. It wouldn't get a copyright strike or nothing. Then we're
Okay.
not monetized, so it doesn't matter.
Blurs the band. Ooh, I should have known that. I could not get it out of my head. You'll know the song once you hear it. Hang on, here we go. Sports with live TV, like cable. TV.
Commercials.
Here we go. Oh, come on.
Start clean with Clorox.
Ads.
Oh, okay, that song.
He says, I got my head shaved by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
But see, this is the singer from the Gorillas.
Oh, interesting. Never would have known that. But yeah, I know that. I know the song. I don't think I've ever heard that song
Wasn't
fully.
easy.
Just only in
But you
commercials.
can't you? Now that you,
Yeah, but I know the song.
can't believe you know this one. I'm so impressed, Mel.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys, he knows. See, I thought all you knew was like Frank Sinatra and stuff because you're the classy guy.
I do like Old Blue Eyes, but
What is the one song that? Hold on, Sunshine or something. It's like a '70s or '60s song, and I love it too.
what?
That
Walking
you
on
love.
Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves.
No,
What?
kind of a
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
maybe. No, it is Sunshine. Bless you. Um,
Well,
was it one of the songs from
what?
the
Yeah.
movie Rocket the Raccoon Guy?
Well, okay. I don't watch anything Marvel, so I definitely can't help you with
No,
that. No, I'm boycotting Disney. I've been boycotting them for a very long time.
you're that upset.
Yeah, I'm not calming down from that. I refuse to watch anything Disney. No, they could fall off a cliff. Like me and the mouse are at war. He doesn't know it, but I'm winning
Uh,
because they're not getting
wow,
any of my money.
wow. I can't do Mickey at all.
Oh boy.
Stop. Did you really just? The particles. Yeah. Well, okay. One of my kids says, okay, it sounds like Gollum, but then it also sounds like Meatwad. You know who I'm talking about?
From the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
His famous line.
Well, I don't know. I never watched the show. I just know of it.
Hold on. We're gonna do freaking impressions all night. That's great.
No, on Oh, and real quick, Nick is giving you quite the compliment.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh,
oh, I
I
have to
want,
say,
yeah, he
so fast.
says, I want to commend Bonnie for her valiant proprietorship of the Unexplained podcast during Melvin's absence. Of course, it is great to see Melvin back in action. I
Yes.
feel like that should be said in like a British accent or something. Just,
Are
I
you?
want to commend Bonnie for her valiant
Is,
proprietorship of
you don't sound.
Unexplained Possibilities podcast. Something
You
like that.
sound like the fucking cook Muppet. What was his name?
What? The chef? The Swedish chef?
Yes.
Oh,
I heard. I love this chef.
he has a New York accent. So, hey, Tony, get over here. Look at me
I
like that. I'm gonna stab you in the
God.
face.
I love doing it. I love it when people can do accents and like or like the sounds and stuff. But I only have a few, and those are just the. You know what I mean? It's like I can do Meatwad and Gollum, and now I do like doing the Gollum and I can creep people out. I'll come up behind them. So hold on, my precious. Oh, my precious. I hate those hobbitses.
Yeah, you see, you want to scare someone half to death.
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie.
uh,
I fun, but I like being scared.
actually,
But I see, I've also it's a tough part of me that I have had, learned with the past I guess 15 years to be strong and independent. So I used to love going to haunted houses every Halloween. I try to hit every one. And I go every once in a while now because it's weird because I'm like, I'm not scared of you, you're fake. I was like, who's the really crazy one, bitch?
oof,
Or if I start laughing at them because I can do the laugh from the baby from House of a Thousand Corpses and the Devil's Rejects, I can do that. The laugh she does.
yeah, you don't. No.
And I would do I would do that going through the haunted house. And let me tell you, they back up. They're like, why is this bitch trying to act like she's one of them? So they don't scare me anymore because they're like, whoa.
Yeah, you're used to it.
I Well, it was weird. I'm like, they're not real. Like I took the fun out of it in a way because I guess my trauma
Mhm.
made me overcompensate. And it was weird because it's more fun because I'm like, Curtis, don't get scared.
You see, you
No,
need you need me over there screaming like a banshee
I need
then.
yes,
But
please.
that's never gonna happen. I don't do that stuff. Nick,
But
to answer your question real quick of why I'm at war with Disney, it's because of what they did to Star Wars. And we're in the dark times, the Disney times, unfortunately. And until they fix it, which I guess will never happen, I will never watch any of their stuff ever again that is post 2019 because I didn't like what they did to Aladdin either. So the live action Aladdin was the last Disney thing I've watched, and I won't watch anything else or purchase their mess. Forget them. Saying
what if they?
that, huh?
Oh, okay, we're sorry we can't make it up to you, but here we're going to give you an original Millennium Falcon replica from the first year. Would you forget that?
I would take it because it's pre
All right.
2019. If it's pre 2019, I would actually, I kind of want to get up and show that. Wait, say that again. Your volume cut out.
My son has one, and he never took it out of the box.
Ugh. I
He was
kind of
rat. He got two of them, one to play with, though.
I kind of want to show this because I am a collector of old things. I really do like Disney, and my mom got this for my birthday
Oh, I love.
a few years back. I don't know how she got it, but it's a first edition Art of Disney from way back whenever it
I
originally came out.
got that. You were like in tears because it was just. I remember you were going through the Fantasia pages.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and it has the original box and
What?
everything.
around the same time Pearl come up
Yeah.
with the Asia.
Yeah, so weird, but I kind of want to show that off on stream. I do like
You
old
want to,
older
but
videos.
that's a whole extreme idea because there's so much. I don't know if you would get ding though.
Not for
Would
showing pictures.
okay, but yeah, because I think that would be a neat show and tell type thing because there is so many. You showed me the Fantasia ones were just, and did it kind of give you a backstory in it a little bit?
Yeah, they give you a little bit of information on why something was done this way and all of that.
Well, I remember in school, I think it was school, we would see there was used to be a commercial and it would show, it made it look so, okay. For me, it was terrifying, but I wanted to go because it was almost like a haunted house for kids at that time. It was like the tunnel, or we had one here. We still have it, but now I think it's themed with like Bugs Bunny and stuff. It's Six Flags, but it's like the water ride that you float around. Daffy Duck would squirt water at you. Stupid. But y'all's is like it's a small world. I think it's a small world.
Mm-hmm.
That because there was a backstory on it. That thing was so fascinating. How he built that art, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's
You got some prop like you can't be mad at him. The people that took after that he left it to. Okay, like dude, you should have left it to people more capable. You can't be mad at Wall.
yeah. And hello, Cosmic Tofu. I love that name. Cosmic Tofu. That makes me think of stuff. And Nick, I'm unfamiliar with that. I don't really tend to watch anything Ben Shapiro. I kind of think he's an idiot, but that's just my opinion. Ignore me. I could be the moron. But I don't know anything about that. But I can say I don't like what they're doing with Snow White. It's ugh.
Curtis was out by it too. It was just, and the girl was so disrespectful too. You know.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. And Doll is demanding we get weirder, and I ask you questions about aliens. So
Oh,
yeah, so I won't do that
I
just yet.
happened the other night.
Oh, something did. What happened?
I forgot to tell you. See, I completely forgot to tell you.
Well, you got to tell me
So,
now.
yeah, no, so okay. And it's interesting because it wasn't long ago. Kat sent me like dream jar. Oh my god. And it's been weird because it's okay, because I'm remembering now. And it was like, you've got to remember, you got taken and you're trying to remember it. It was kind of the feeling. But it was, I guess it was Curtis and I both because we're just like, how did he get, like, we lost, I think, 30 hours.
Oh,
Literally.
huh.
And we don't drink, we don't even smoke. And, I smoke just regular neck vapes.
Yeah.
That dude he has no crutch. And it's commendable because everything is better for him, like in 100 million ways. But when you have when I've had the same, I just happen to be not the addict. So, and I'm not making any accusations, but when you have an ex that holds a child over you, that's always going to be
Yeah.
a very sore place. So, like, as good as he gets, because one person's so selfish and full of hate and wants revenge, it reacts on everything. It's very weird. But that was weird because it's like I don't know how he's done it, but he has no cigarettes, no alcohol at all. It's just, I'm like, who's the priest? Like, I would feel like can I get a night on Our Father? Whatever.
Can
But
I get
he
an
just,
amen?
please. Like, it's weird, but he's like, but it's almost though when he was speaking of it, it's more of this Belial, like, I am without a master. Because I am a little bit stubborn with Belial, but it's like, I feel like he's I feel like he's kind of like with Curtis on it. They see my capability. They see my what I'm capable of, even though I'm stubborn as fuck about everything. And it is weird. So we both lost 3 hours. That I'm pretty sure because it was like need to ask him again and see if we both remember it, because I was like, he remembers everything. I guess because his mind's always clear, but he remembers. It's so weird. I will forget what I ate yesterday, and I will swear I had nachos yesterday. I'll be lying. I won't mean to lie, but I'll be lying. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like something, what is it that's keeping me from remembering it? But the spell jar that I got is supposed to help that. So it's working.
Yeah, that's trippy. And Dragon Dancer, she just busted in saying she has a good friend who has video, who caught video of a UFO, possible UFO.
Curtis just, well, I sent you those ones that might, I wonder, see, I'm wondering if it's more on, okay. Curtis is Christopher's dad's side of the family, because remember the video she sent you? That was Christopher's uncle. And that's there in Durant, or Oklahoma. It's on the res. It's on the Choctaw res.
Mhm.
Christopher was home. Okay, so he's 13. Oh no, oh my God, he's 14 now. It's like, oh my God, he's getting bigger and bigger. He's 14 now, so he can, he's a little more immature because he just don't care. He's the baby. He's going Jordan told him, be a baby as long as you can. and he listens to Jordan. So anyway, but Christopher stayed home. I said, we'll be right back. We're gonna go to the store, get something. Come back. Well, I'm like, we're driving home, and he's like, where were you? I was getting worried. And he said he was hearing this noise from in the attic. And then that's the same night that we lost time. Thinking, just putting it all together.
Yeah, that's
I can't tell you what day of the week it was. I think it was when I was off last. Because
bizarre.
I've already got to go back to work. Where did everything all the weekend go? And honestly, I was with Jordan one of those days in Austin. And I saw what I thought was shooting stars. Just one weird.
Yeah. Play
Heard
that X-File music.
on the way back from that Walmart that night.
I remember that.
That sounds so hillbilly. Oh my fucking God. Think about it. Does it not?
Well, no,
I sound like this is the Mothman. Yeah, these backwoods hillbillies. I seen a light and it had eyes. But that's why I believe in the Mothman, Melvin. I know you don't.
No, you can't convince me on the Mothman.
Let me tell you one thing. Country ass people are not gonna want to be crazy like that. They will. They won't. I'm telling you, that people that backwoods, they're just not gonna lie about something like that, because they don't want to. They don't want to get burned at the stake for like, oh, you devil worshiper. You know what I mean? It's.
Well, they might not be lying, but it's also a possibility they're not seeing what they think they're seeing.
But why are they all seeing the same thing? Why are all these weird things happening around it? Even the
You
bodies.
said it themselves. They're backwoods hillbillies. They're drunk on moonshine.
That's why I said, Curtis, it sounded so hillbilly because we're coming home from Walmart. Oh, I think I see a UFO.
Yeah. So, but what made that even crazier was, I think I told you a direction to pay attention to or something like that.
You did.
Yeah. So that made it a little odd.
I don't know. West was. Hold on. Yes, west, because Fairfield is east. May is west.
So trippy. Paranormal Witch has.
I can't believe I'm talking about that.
Paranormal Witch has a question which I don't know if we can truly answer, but how do aliens visit people? Do they pick a house to visit? Uh,
Mm.
it's a lot of theories to that. Mm, some,
I've had someone bring that to me, and they asked me, and I could say check yes, check yes, check yes, and just honestly, it was things when I was young I was very embarrassed about. I didn't want people to tell anybody. Like, God, I see ghosts. Psh, yes, my dad was in the Army Security Agency. My dad had a higher clearance than the president during Vietnam. He had FBI people come from, and the school, and the school calls my grandma and goes, her name's Bonnie. Love her, Bonnie. I wish I'd have met her. She's like, they call my grandma like, Bonnie, there's some people up at the high school. They're asking us questions about Woody. Has he gotten in trouble? This is a small town. But no, like it was crazy. They were doing all kinds of background checks. It was creepy. And this was back in the 70s. Well, no, 68. It was right after the Tet offensive. You've ever heard of that? I don't know if anybody knows the history, but anyway, the training, my dad was shocked. He would have to run through these creeks in the middle of winter, like so steam's coming off this fucking water. He said, but if he didn't go through that ice cold water, they would, like, they're catching him. They would play pretend POW shit and torture you to see when they're security like that. Like, let's see how much this boy will take this boy to talk. They took those, I guess, some kind of weird hookup wire,
mhm.
put it on his wet feet, in his boots that were wet from him walking over, and they just in his feet, shot straight to the feet. Can you imagine?
No, I don't want
He,
to.
that's why he said he got caught once. He said that's all it took. He said because you see that cold water as a Texan. He said the first time I flinched. He said I wasn't going to make that mistake again. Texan's like, whoa, that looks cold. That's got steam. Don't, everything in it. But boy, that second time he said he went right through it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I think I can imagine they have to go through some stuff. I know Green Beret.
Mm.
They wouldn't know where the fuck they were. They were like, y'all jump off here.
I remember they had that TV show on showing some of the trials of becoming a Green Beret, and
So
that was,
for
or was it a Navy SEAL? It was one of those, but
there's some shitty people. There's some fucking people that want to just be murderers that will join the. I will say yes, but there are some good servicemen. So thank you, people, dudes. Because I have boys, and I when my oldest went into the army for a minute, I was like, you better fucking get out. Like I got onto him because I'm thinking, I don't want my child to give up his life for that angry orange.
mhm.
I'm sorry. That was, and I know this, I'll be honest 100%. I'm not going to try to say I'm not somebody. I love everybody else's kids and I have empathy, but let me tell you, when it's my babies, though, it's a sack. Like, it's a lot of kids are going to do it. Like, my son, he was tempted with money. We'll give you money to go to college. Well, he was a poor kid. His dad wasn't in his life. His dad had passed away. Like, he had some shit happen young. And it's like, I feel like it takes advantage of kids like that. So that's kind of one of my issues.
Well,
So there are good kids that that do it for reasons, beyond their control. So I get more mad at the people running it, I guess.
yeah, no, I understand. The higher ups never experience the true
I feel
stuff.
now I was wrong because I was mad at the kids and that joined it. And a lot of them really thought they were like the friend that's Green Beret. He is scarred beyond, dude. Every once in a while I'll get a message like, you alright, yo? Because I'll know, I can feel it. It's like, no, just it's almost like, please just help me stay alive for tonight. He won't say it, but I know what it is.
Ooh, that's interesting. Read chat, Bonnie. This is more so directed towards you than me. So.
Thank you. They do. It is honor. Thank you. My dad would appreciate that because I will say that's one of the things with my dad. And I feel so sad because people were mad at his group. And I look back and I see these pictures of my dad. I have actually, I'll have to bring him out one day. I have Christopher's granddad, the one that passed away recently, David's dad. I'm trying not to get upset. I loved that man. He was a good dad, good man. And a lot of people judged him because he smokes weed all the time. Back, especially when Texas, when it was illegal, I'm getting teary eyed. He said it's the only thing that it keeps me from having nightmares. When he had to turn in for disability, he finally got disability, but he had to bring up the paperwork about what part of Vietnam he was in. And he did 4 or 5 tours there. They said, literally said to another one, we finally got a real one, a live one. Somebody that survived that area and came back.
Oof.
It was weird to see somebody that'd gone through what he had seen. So it's weird. I have to always just kind of look. I'm like, they don't want to be that. And it's funny. Look at people from when they first go into the military, and I don't care who it is, from when they first go in till they come out, their eyes are different. Every time you see it, it's weird. It's hollow. But what my one friend that was in the Green Beret, he said, everything else is a monster ready to kill you. That's what you're you're taught. That's the only way you will survive. And it's weird. I think it takes certain kind of people that I would look at as warriors, people like that. Curtis, I'm like, crazy ass would, you know what I mean? He has that kind of honor.
Yeah. You have
It's
to be
weird.
mentally strong. I am not. I would
No,
be
no, right. Well,
I would
always
be the
tease.
prick. As soon as you give me a gun, I'm just everything. They'll just get him out. Get him out. But
What did that be? I think it was the people that did the Blood Diamonds. It was one of the war groups over there. Handed a chimpanzee a machine gun, like smart. These fucking animals are not dumb. What do you think happened? He had everybody. That whole camp cleared. It's so funny. It's like, you dummies.
yeah, I do give credit to those who join up. Sometimes it helps you get on the right path because it will teach you discipline. That's for gosh darn sure. And, it's not for me. I don't like a lot of the wars that are fought for no reason at all. And it's upsetting because the higher ups aren't on the front lines. They're somewhere else sipping on their champagne. and
Yeah, everyone kind
and
of just like a.
and that it bugs me. I would probably have a different mindset if they were with their
I
guys.
I'm gonna honestly say I will think that it's probably you were treated as an experiment. You or your family. You probably give up rights to your family as well in a way. But it's like I feel like there's some fine print that you're kind of an experiment now. Think about it. You think of that. I don't like to think about the MK Ultra shit.
Oh gosh. Well, wasn't that confirmed a real thing? I believe MK
Um,
Ultra with the
honestly, panicky when I listen to anything about it.
yeah. I'm pretty sure MK Ultra. Like yeah, I know for a fact it was real because they finally admitted to it with those papers that
Curtis
came
has
out.
weird. He will weird out. And I don't play with it because you know me. If I hear someone's like, "Oh, really? This bothers you?" I'm gonna be like playing it low key, but this I can't. But it's weird because I can hear. I don't I don't know if I remember the same type of sound but it's a melodic sound somewhere over the rain. It freaks him out.
Yeah, it's a certain melody, a vibration that can just trigger you. And Nick, you know,
Freaks him. I actually didn't do too bad.
Nick, I don't know much about the military, but you were in it, and if you say it's a different generation, I believe you. And honestly, like from my heart to yours, I am happy that you did your service and you came back
Oh,
okay. Because
because I think I can't remember. Like, no, every generation, it's like every group. We all have flaws, though. Like I will say a lot of people give the, like the millennials or the, like, I think I'm right there at the edge of, what is it? X and
What
Z.
generation? I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, like, the like late 70s, early 80s
yeah.
ish.
Just call everyone a prick. That the generation of pricks. God.
Right. Well, because there were some ones from the 70s that ended up being serial killers,
Yeah.
or they would get kicked out. Dahmer was in the military. Just saying. He was. And he got kicked, like, he was repping people in the military. Oh, can you imagine being in the military, Jeffrey Dahmer? How many men went missing and nobody?
So, that's interesting though. So this is why. Oh no, I don't necessarily believe that people would go in with murderous intent, but I do think
I
that
do. No, I think some do.
I think
I
it's
guess it is scary, though. Yeah, because, okay, how many psych evaluations are being done beforehand? You're like, come on, we're all bodies.
yeah, but yeah, Nick just said they get weeded out, which I do believe because
Yes.
yeah, I
I
do
had
believe it.
seen, what is it? You can't handle the truth.
What, a
What
few
is,
good men?
yes. I was like, isn't it good? He's like, yes. It was like just weird because it's like, hmm. Oh, like, and I'm like, well, what's wrong? Which is right? Which is, and it's like, it's one of those because you have to really think about it. And the young kid said it right. He said it was still murder. What we did, even though we were taking orders, they still killed somebody. It was really, the military can be fucky. And there's just kids that don't know the red tape. And back then, now that's where the honor comes in. Back then, you stood up for your word, your name, your word. Why are you acting crazy?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
No, they do that to get my attention. They have not. All the babies got adopted recently.
Oh.
It's been hard. We try not to talk about it. She cried for like 4 days.
Oh.
Well, it was that and in being in heat, I think. I don't.
Oh.
It was awful. I
Oh.
have a video where she's saying, "Mom," I think, "Mama." I'm like, "Mama."
Wait, why
Her,
isn't the cat fixed yet?
it's expensive. We took them to the place that was supposed to do it free or cheap, and they Curtis would say hi. They said they told us they were sick. And me and Curtis were like, that's just a curse, and we're laughing because it's like
Curtis cameo.
any curses that come against us are like, they're petty and they're just irritating. It's like, okay, so our cat all of a sudden, and the minute we walked into the vet, has diarrhea, and now they're like, nope, can't take it. Like, we were sick. We were like, because we were trying to get them done. We were trying to do the right thing, and it was like that. It's like the weird, stupid things
Bro,
like that.
where do you see the first cow I produce? It's incredible, dude. Oh my god.
What was it you said? Hey, babe, do you remember the other night losing 3 hours?
Man, I've lost days the past couple weeks. Yeah, I've been
He'll get up in the middle of the night, weird.
I've been abducted.
I told you. See, babe, we didn't even talk about it yet, have we?
I don't know what
you remember
there's nothing
it?
to talk about. I don't know. I don't
like
have nothing to talk about. I don't remember shit other than time missing. That's it.
I can handle that, I think.
That's it. I don't remember
I think
shit.
I just saw something.
I know
I
get information though out of nowhere.
Babe, you got dragged.
I get information out of nowhere, dude.
Okay, if he gets dragged, is that bad, Mel? You got dragged. I saw you get dragged. You weren't gonna like just let them take you. You were like,
oh,
but they were just bigger. They just pulled you back. It was like
they snatched me up, dude. They don't care. They freeze me up. They just stop me. They stop me. They stop your will. They freeze your intentions. No, you don't understand.
I was. No, I do.
People freak out because they think like they're gonna stop your body. No, they stop you at your intention.
You know what's weird? I just
They will remove your intention to move. You're just chilling.
I'm just remembering this now too. Hold on. I'm remembering going, okay, this isn't that scary. I remember this isn't this. It's like I remember it more and more, and I'm like trying to calm him down because I'm like, it's okay, remember. But it was only like this sounds so corny. It's like I was trying to tell him through.
No, there's certain reptilian races that I'd rather fucking kick it with than certain Arcturians. Like seriously, because you rather want.
The Arcturians
you want to move. You want that freedom. That
it's very watery, aren't they? They're very watery.
Oh, they're heavy. Emotionally.
Do they have a lot to do with it?
I'm airy, so they're emotionally heavy.
And suck you back like they sucked you back.
No, they drowned me.
Right, they pulled you back with water. Yes, they pulled them though. It was weird.
Yeah. But no, regardless.
I'm freaking the fuck out. Yeah. And I'm so embarrassed. I'm doing it right here live, but we have not talked about it yet because I kept trying to tell myself in my sleep that remember when you wake up this. Because it was like that's how when I set the intention of this dream model, that's what I was telling it. I want to remember when I think that I'm okay with remembering because I know me. Like please, just a little at a time. But I've been dealing with it. And I handled it well enough that I think seeing him panic, even though I wanted to panic, is like, okay, you got to calm. It's like, it's not that bad. Don't fight it. It's like, you can't fight it. And he's over there with that Belial attitude. Nothing's going to hold me, nothing's got me. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Very Belial, so air.
Give me 1 second.
But he seems
Lucifer's air. See, that's what's the issue with me. My Gemini is earth and air.
That's why, okay. That would make sense.
My twins are earth and air.
Lucifer and Belial.
Yeah, it's not the typical Gemini. No.
That's a weird one. I mean, beautiful when they can harmonize. But it's just a wild card. It's a wild card.
See, I have harmony in me. Getting other people to relate to it, that's the hard thing.
Because you're so different, though.
Yeah.
Your heart is unrelatable. But that's why I think I'm here for him.
All right. Real quick, I muted him real quick, but Nick, I would like to get you on a future Yapping at Midnight to talk about the military thing. I think that could be a really good learning experience. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know and we could get you on in the future. I think that would be awesome. All right, let me unmute. All right, don't worry. I muted myself real quick. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry. I did that. I muted myself real quick, so don't worry.
So remember everything I said? Okay, but now it's held against me.
Yeah.
No, I'm embarrassed.
It's
Why
all
am I
on
embarrassed?
recording now.
Why all of a sudden, boom? It's like weird, but I was like, I meant to tell her. I was like, that stuff I think's working. I think it's working. It's like I can't. I'm so hard-headed because I guess I've been fearful so long that now that it's breaking loose, but I'm having to remind myself. It's like the ADD in my subconscious even. So it's like remind yourself to remind yourself. I need a time travel part of me. I could do that. Remember. Write it down. You don't want to write it down because you're lazy. Now you won't remember. Like I call myself out.
That's interesting though, because it reminds me of a story way back when from my friend, and he said that he would be visited, and they took his wife one time, but they kicked her or she kicked one of them in the face and was fighting. They're like, "You're too difficult," and don't want to come back. So
Ernest was the same way.
No, Kurt,
yeah, he was so not willing to go. Like this is my choice. You're not kind of like like you want to see any victim, right, to stand up for themselves. Like wasn't going to go, and they didn't hold it against him because they realized it was more of the wild primal in him, and they respected that. But it was like, I'm like, you can't fight it. I was trying to tell him that, but it was like he wasn't gonna. He was like the whole time just like, let me go. I can't believe that I can remember it. So I need to tell Kat the spell jar works, and because we've been sleeping.
See, I never
that is under
any. It doesn't matter. Any demonic, angelic, extraterrestrial force that tries to usurp my consciousness and take me elsewhere, I immediately take issue with it.
Go grab the thing. Sure.
I take issue with it. So, you know.
It was weird watching him get sucked up, though, because it was weird. It's like this watery air, and it sucked him back. And I'm seeing him; he's being dragged like in the horror movies, where you see their legs and all you see is this vision of him. He was, y'all.
Now, here's the ultimate question: would that have happened if he just walked right on with them, or
No, they walked in like he was freaking Michael Jackson, all talking. Like, no, it would have been so much easier.
Yeah. So.
No, dude, that's how it normally happens. I'm so chill. I'm so chill. Most spirits, they just step on in like,
they're different.
Yeah. So this is what I have to say, and they start speaking. But these beings
make you feel
different.
They make you feel your emotions.
They're heavy.
They make you feel their emotions. It's very
wild. It's not their emotions. I don't know what it is, but it's very heavy. No, it's just heavy. It's just despair. It's hopelessness. It's negativity. I don't think it belongs. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. It's just like an imposed projection. Is it Scorpio? I wouldn't say so, because Scorpios are humans. This is like imposed, fuck you, human. Like, you gotta suffer.
Those are people.
You gotta feel. No.
In a way, it can be.
Yeah, poltergeists are like that, but this is it's just oppressive.
Have you ever heard of the movie The Entity, Mel?
It's the Archon, man.
Oh my God, The Entity.
I don't know that one.
I want you. Oh my God, dude, hang on. I'm gonna have to play a clip of the sound, Entity sound. That sound, dude, that makes me. It's like this. This is what I remember. The Entity.
Now I'm curious. What is this going to be?
And there's a dirty part in it. But it's supposed to be. This was a real case, and it was a poltergeist activity. But it also feels very alien. Listen, okay. Here we go.
I've always believed there were several planes of existence, and we as human beings inhabit only one.
What happened to you guys last night anyway?
I was attacked.
Is this the first time something like this has ever happened?
No. This is poltergeist. Because we're human emotions and we're angry. It's fair. You're right.
Some things are more terrible than other things.
This is worse than demon.
Big man. But when my son came in, there was nobody there. He evaporated.
That's classic poltergeist activity.
The sound, that wall.
You know, there was a time when
this wall.
These ghosts and demons were only ideas, but people saw them.
Think I'm insane?
First, we have to find out what the problem is.
In the meantime, I'll be dead.
They do naughty things. Horrible naughty things.
Is that possible? That some entity has crossed into our plane of existence? There was somebody there. I couldn't couldn't see him with my eyes, but there was somebody there.
Oh, heck no.
Do you know what? Listen, there's a sound that this movie has in it, and it's that. Whoa, whoa. My aunt has talked about that noise before, but I know what she's talking about. She said this. She said something was dragging me by my feet.
Wow, what the heck?
Why does it have that poltergeist feel though? Could aliens be for like human too? So could it be like a form of like a hybrid or like a bad one?
I mean, it could be. Anything's possible.
Like
I thought it was
like
interesting that
wrong, like Indigo's gone wrong.
Indigo's gone. Well, no, I thought it was interesting. Curtis mentioned Arcturians as well as reptilians because I know he's not too familiar with Arcturians, and it's interesting. You mentioned this heavy and water like thing, and we can see that sometimes as an emotional thing, and sometimes what you feel on the inside is reflected back at you. It's almost like it comes out and you see it for yourself. So some of that could have actually been some of his own emotions that he's not dealt with, and it's being thrown back to him, like how he might see this
Oh,
planet.
well,
And
right. Oh, that makes sense. And I'm gonna have to get him to listen to it later. Um, it's weird because it is like something else lately. He's been on edge, like ready, and I just go right to sleep. I'll have a really bad call. I mean, like I do enjoy my job. I do a lot of more rec calls, but I also realize I'm like, I'm going to be the voice of compassion. When a person's, in a really extremely terrifying moment. And I got a call played back, because sometimes I get a little like, oh, I'm so sweet. I'm so empathetic. And I had a call played back to me the other day. And she's like, and actually she's like, no, this is really good. And I'm like, where's my empathy? I'm like, I'm so sorry. This is, and I hate it because, okay, I understand the importance of having to kind of go with the flow in a call. You've helped me realize that because you know what I mean? But sometimes if I have to just go with the flow, it feels so unnatural. Like, I hope you have a nice day. Like right after a wreck or something weird. Like my vehicle was just stolen. I'm like, I hope you have a better rest of your day. That's what I'll say because I cannot lie. It feels weird saying it the way they want me to. It feels so and I know they're trying. This is what most people sound like.
You'd be a disingenuous fucking lying bitch.
I was listening to
I hope you have a wonderful day.
No, I have. Well, it feels
fucking
wrong.
Liar.
Well,
my vehicle was stolen.
Well, no, babe. I did realize that I was sounding disingenuous because I had to listen to my own call the other day. Now, she didn't even point out that part. It was something about it, like, because it was like, they can't hear me. Why do I really need to say? Because, by this time you've established they're not able to hear you. Like, and it's, what is it? They can't hear you, but you offer them roadside. Then you're like, is there anybody you want me to call for you? I'm like, they can't. It's just so I'm like, I'm going to skip to the bottom. This is dumb. Like, and I'll say the closing part, right? And she's like, you skipped some. I'm like, but y'all got me to
why
say.
Why you skipping shit?
Why? Why? Because I'm being, I guess, stubborn. And I love it, though. I love the job. And my boss, she's very sweet. Because I even asked, and she goes, I don't even know. Because like a lot of things that will have happen, it'll be a first time. Like, I realize that I have bad luck, but some people have really bad luck. Do you know how many people have had their vehicle stolen twice?
I know someone.
Like what? Like no, they got it recovered. What? And 2 days later, it was stolen again. If that.
Yeah, I know someone who's had that happen.
They got it back, yo. Somebody took it again. I said, whoa. I said, dude. I said, and I had to cut my mic off. I said, damn, I thought I had bad luck. Because I'm like, this poor guy. It makes me feel grateful.
Yeah, they had it out for him.
Like, didn't it?
They had it out for him.
Like, it was
dude.
mean. Like, it is. It's personal. Or their car, maybe it was, they got more money for that type because some of these people have some nice cars.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy, but that's funny.
That was, it's
So Paranormal Witch to
fun. I've had somebody that's had it twice. I've had several that's had it twice, to be honest, like 4 at least.
Paranormal Witch, to answer your question real quick, Bonnie was just showing us a clip from a movie because of a certain sound, and it looks like a freaky movie and a freaky sound. And yeah, according to folks, hybrids are a thing. It's many different types. Some might be here on this planet. You may have run into one, don't even know it, and they could be watching you in your room right now, invisible. You ever get the heebie-jeebies? That's probably them just going. So watch out.
And the shadow,
The shadow,
and they come across as a shadow. Like,
probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think,
well, it would blend into things for me though. So
yeah,
it's like I wouldn't notice it.
yeah. It's just stupid ghost. Go away. Leave me alone.
Right.
Going back to
Right.
sleep.
No, I've gotten so good at ignoring. I'm like,
No.
go somewhere else.
I'd be all
Yeah.
confrontation.
Well, yeah, because he is. Like if somebody tries to walk through the house and just kind of step through by accident, it kind of reminds me. What is that movie? Michael J. Fox. No, it wasn't Michael J. Yeah, it was.
What, 13 Ghosts?
No, Michael J. Fox. It was like
What movie?
one Tim, but it was.
Not 13 Ghosts, but
Oh my gosh.
The
His wife died.
Frighteners.
Yes, that movie's so freaky.
Really?
You know the girl and guy part comes from a real life murderer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That show's scary.
I
It really in a weird way.
The Frighteners didn't do it for. I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was freaky. I thought it was funny.
Loved 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts, I really liked the original and the remake.
I like both too. Yes,
Yeah.
I think yeah. Oh, I've seen all the Boris Karloff type, the Alfred Hitchcock. Sorry. Hello. Hold on. I used to watch it to where hello, and it's time for it. Yeah, I loved it. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, da. Did you ever watch those?
What's wrong with you?
Every now and then, but I prefer.
I love it. Mel, you are such an old soul. I love it.
I prefer with Hitchcock things like Secret Window. That's probably my favorite movie by him.
The Window is good.
And Vertigo, I really like. North by what is it? North by Northwest.
You know what? Okay, I would compare him for that time to kind of be equal to like, what's that creepy guy? He did Twin Peaks.
Oh, that nut.
Does it kind of think? Do they kind of not have a weird
It's a
thing?
similarity there, but
Yeah.
I would say Hitchcock was a bit more organized, and he had an ending to his stuff.
Who is the guy? Well, who is the guy at the end? If you've ever seen, I think it's my favorite one that David Lynch did. I love her. Patricia Arquette's in it. Trying to remember the name of it. Oh, dun 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 dun. Hold on, because it was like this. Smashing Pumpkins did a song. Oh my god, because I love that song. Hold on. Lost Highway. Oh my god. The old man in the Lost Highway is the most terrifying thing. And they do this weird zoom of that weird old, what was that kind of filming that they did? The Rodriguez dude did a movie like that recently.
Oh, Robert Rodriguez? Right there.
Yes. It's kind of like Rob Zombie and Robert Rodriguez, that kind of, it was that kind of, like, it used to be a type of filming in the 70s, I think. A certain kind of like that horror, like the creature from the Black Lagoon type.
Yeah, like a type of grindhouse thing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
But it had that, and it was in the 90s, so it had the weird part of the 90s and that weird grindhouse 70s. But it's like, I feel like people from the 70s were the parents of these kids from the 90s. So there you go. It's
that's
like,
how.
well, right, we're the kids of hippies.
Well, I'm the kid of a Black Panther, so.
Oh my God. Are you really?
Yeah, that's no joke. My mom was a Black Panther, and
Dude, I love this so much.
and actually one of my
Oh my
cousins,
God. Here.
one of
I,
my cousins was
I feel here.
uh,
Proud woman.
one of my cousins was one of the founding members, and
She wore white, didn't she?
Hmm?
She wore a lot of white.
my mom. I have no idea. I have to find the picture of her though with this giant afro.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm seeing her.
But yeah, one of my cousins was a founding member, and he did something with libraries and everything. Very intelligent, but the FBI was after him, like legit after him. And my
Now,
grandmother,
it's funny because it was this cutest video of this teacher, but it was almost like an activist teacher, but an educated one, right? She was telling him, little so-and-so, how old are you? I'm 5 years old. No, he goes, I'm 4 years old. It was tiny. She says, no, you're not. I think it was a he. He says, no, you're not. You're 4 years old. He's like, I'm only like, and then he kind of like was, wait, am I? Like he was fixing to let the other person tell him how old he was. He's like, don't you ever let anybody tell you who you are. And it was great. I love the message that he put out. And his kid was just so tiny and it was being taught smart. So I feel like there's some good things with all of it. Any of the activist groups. And I think that all of them, it's like some of them started out good. Every cult, I feel like, I say this because cult, but every cult starts out with good intentions. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. Because when I don't want it, like Curtis says, you don't want to become what you hate.
yeah,
That's what I mean.
yeah, I can agree with that. But yeah, my mom was a Black Panther, and
I love that, Mel.
yeah, we're
And it's so funny because you're not, I just, it makes you so much even more confusing. No, I am so confused right now.
yeah, we are very, very
Oh,
opposite.
no. I'm okay. I feel like you're the son of Carlton.
I wouldn't go that far. Come on
Right?
now, don't do that. But I do like Carlton. There,
You give Carlton vibes, Mel.
it happens.
I love that. I love it. But you know what? What's funny? When Curtis was growing up in the hood, his mama made him dress like that.
I liked how Carlton dressed. I like sweater vests. They're nice. They look comfy.
Can you imagine though he was going to school in where Cleveland, Ohio?
I mean, if it's comfortable, do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
He was, you gonna get beat up, Mel.
You
Beat up
know,
because I'm gonna beat you up for beating you up. You did, didn't you?
no, I didn't. I wasn't picked on in school, really. Like
Really?
I know people find this hard to believe. And Paranormal Witch, I'll get to your question in 1 second. I know people find this hard to believe, but every now and then I do lose my temper and in school because I hated school. Absolutely hated it.
That
And
Taurus.
I
Ooh.
remember the first fight I ever got into was with this punk named Reginald. Wasn't even first grade, it was kindergarten. That prick. And I got him, you know.
Still mad, Alvin. You're such a Taurus.
Well, he was a jerk, and I remember I busted his nose, and I'm happy I did.
Alvin, you're
And
still so mad.
after that, I didn't get into a fight for a very no. It was first grade where I got into the next fight with this punk named Reginald. What a prick he was. He was so
Okay,
stupid. He should have been 2 grades higher.
you apologize to Mel, please. You owe him an apology. Thank you.
No, well, now for Reginald, I had a plan for him because he was the class bully. And I planned this out. I went to my uncle and was like, "How do I throw a punch?" And
Are you?
I'm serious. I planned this mess out, and I was like, "I'm gonna get him. I'm going to get," because he was a jerk. He was a really big jerk.
See this? You're serious.
I'm serious. He was a jerk. He needed to be taught a lesson, and I
Love it.
planned it out. So what I did was I
So early.
asked my uncle, "How do I throw a punch?" And he's like, "All right, this is how you do it." And so I remember it was towards the last few days of school,
Bump, 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 bump.
and and I predicted it. Reginald was being a jerk, trying to bully people, and I told him, "Hey, you cut it out." Little Melvin, "You cut it out, Mister. You're not supposed to do that," and everything. And he's like, "You shut up. You don't tell me what to do." Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I punched him. I was like, "Ah!" Should not have done that.
You yelled when you did it too, huh?
Well, now the thing was, I knew the teacher would be out of the room, which she was, and I knew the teacher's aide would be out of the room, which she was. And so I punched him, and little did I know about weight classes at the time. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He punched me back, and I was like, that didn't feel good. I didn't like that. So I was like, all right, emergency. I kicked him in the balls, and he went down. And
Oh
the
my
teacher's aide, I think she knew what kind of was going on, and she didn't like Reginald. She came in at the right time. He's like, I'm gonna beat you up. You beat me in the bathroom. It's like, beat you in the bathroom? Why would I do that? School's out. I'm going home. But yeah, and
God.
she heard him and everything, and she knew he was a bully. Everyone complained about him, and they got him. He was done, expelled. Goodbye. I won.
Dude.
All
Oh my.
according to plan.
Oh, see, y'all are. Whoa, that's kind of devious. I love
He
it.
deserved it. And then the next fight I got into didn't happen until 4th grade, 4th or 5th grade. I'm thinking 5th grade, and it was a punk named Johnny. What a wiener. Anyway, I choked him out. Um, and then after that, it was 6th grade, and well, it was this chick. She kind of looked like a gorilla. Her name was Ashley, and I lost my mess. She insulted me one too many times, and I speared her. Uh, and then
Well, then you hit a girl.
I didn't hit her; I speared her. And then
Spearing. What is spearing?
basically,
No.
I tackled her.
Okay, so you beat her up.
I
No,
didn't
it's like
beat her up, but
she was a tough girl.
she looked like a freaking gorilla. Yeah, she was tough. But yeah, so then after that, the next fight didn't happen until 9th or 10th grade. And again, I hated school. I had it, didn't like anyone over there. And I don't know, I choke slammed somebody. And
Like, funny. Nobody would ever fuck with me or Andy because anybody that had seen me and my sister fight each other, they were like, "Oh my god, they will kill you." Because like my mom, I remember I felt, oh god, that's why Toby's my payback because I'd be beating my shit on the concrete, like
oh
the
my
floor,
gosh.
like it wasn't even ceramic, it was that brick, like that old farmhouse that. God, it's gorgeous. It's almost like what you see in Paris type floor. Crack, crack, crack. And my mom was like, "You're gonna kill her." I'm like, "Yes, I am." you know, and like we would be going in, and then the next thing I know, she'd flip me over because I'd always taught her to be tough. I said, and it was like I almost was like being tough on her because I wanted her to always be able to protect herself
Mm-hmm.
because she's so passive. She's like Curtis. They're both Geminis, and they people don't realize how passive they are, how much they really do put up with, because people detest them. They're just smart. Like my sister just is like she makes things look so easy, so irritating. You know, like I'm like, I sound like I love Lucy. Like, ugh. But you're she's just kind of like they're a weird perfectionist, but not in the Virgo way. It's very interesting that they help us. Like like I said, that one psychic years ago told me, learn to love the Gemini. And it's weird because like I had to be prepared, but it took Jordan, it took my sister. It was weird. I learned how to, because they're different. You can't love them the other way. Like Jordan's like emotions, like it makes me feel weird. No, he gets like that's why he's telling me he said I think I'm autistic. That's why he said because like all that. It's almost like how he would also have a weird reaction to certain fabrics. Like I would love to put real pretty sweaters on, and he's like itchy. He would. He'd listen. I would get him baby got clothes. They had him so bored, and when he was in kindergarten, like he would just start cutting his clothes off. He peed on the playground.
Oh, wow. Marking his territory.
Listen, because we had moved from, he'd learned to pee. He had just learned to pee when we had moved up to, from, this country up into the city. So he had just learned, well, we'll leave, like, Daddy taught him to pee outside. And he'd call it peeing on ants. He was so mad at me. Now he won't. He'll be like, he said, peeing on ants. They said he just said, I'm peeing on ants. He did right on the playground. And it's like, oh God. I told his dad, I said, you're going to school. That's what you taught him. I said, I wanted to potty train him. Because it makes him more like a dog.
Like I said, marking his territory.
So embarrassed. Like I wonder, I think they acted like they had never dealt with that before. They were like awkward. So we're redneck, okay? You're like, y'all don't understand where we came from. So you ever watch the Anna and Nicole show? Right down the road. Literally.
I never watched that show, but I remember Mad TV making a lot of fun of it.
Oh my, but
Hi,
let me
it's
tell you,
Anna Nicole.
I knew that. Okay, so the people that play her family, that's her family. I went to school with one, and she was always like, Anna Nicole's my cousin. Like,
one of them.
well, it was weird. It makes you feel very awkward. And I don't think they could help it. It was like they just didn't understand boundaries, personal space. Like, I remember I quit gymnastics. I was learning about backflips. And this girl that was special needs was in the same class with us, but they kind of just let her just run wild. And I don't mean to say it like that, run wild. But she didn't, she needed extra attention.
Mm-hmm.
She would want to be like, I don't want to wait in line to, either cut and cut and cut. Or like if she was bored, she'd slap all the girls on their butt. And it made me feel very weird. And I remember it was like, I don't want to go back. I feel like, it was weird. Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. Just some people are just a lot.
Yeah, I get that. And yeah, I definitely get that. So, Paranormal Witch asks, Curtis, Bonnie, my friend wants to know where Baphomet comes from. She tried to find information, but Google says he came from the Knights Templar. Is this true?
Curtis.
I did oh, hello, Jennifer. Welcome. I did a tell me about Baphomet, and I went into a little bit of information on there, but oh, it's fine, Jennifer. But
Come here, baby.
but
Yeah, I think I like the okay. The Knights Templar for me is I don't know. I don't know what
yeah,
I mean,
from what history says anyway, the Knights Templar, they heard the name Baphomet, but they confused it. Allegedly, it was Muhammad, is what they heard, but somehow they got it mixed up with Baphomet and created this deity. And the deity that we see is not the original Baphomet. What we see is uh, another version of it by some guy. I can't think of his name, who base it off of an Egyptian deity, I think. So we actually don't know what the Knights Templar originally saw, because all those records are lost or they were destroyed. But from a historic perspective, the Knights Templar misinterpreted
yeah,
something that was told to them, and they created Baphomet, this
heard.
deity or something like that.
What do you think? Okay, what is your feeling on Baphomet? Where did he come from? Because he has a different knowledge, and it's always interesting. We were talking about the Knights Templar.
Believe it or not, it's Muhammad.
That's what you just said. The
Yeah.
Knights Templar. Yeah. So we're right.
Yeah, it's just they misheard the word or something like that. But yeah.
Do you think that has the same to do with like the what are they? The Masons, babe? There's a lot around here. Remember that picture I took a long time ago where that creature was standing up off of the roof and one was on the porch?
No, I don't remember that.
And I had changed it to the black, like I did the where it was negative in a weird way. And when you did that, I went, "Holy fucking shit!" Oh my god! One looked kind of like a gargoyle, and he had told me there was all kinds, and he had sent me pictures. I know I got copies of the pictures somewhere of these. I don't know if it was a gas, like a heater cap of some sort, but it had Masonic shit all over it, writing. And like I think in Hebrew, maybe Latin. I don't know. I can't remember. It was one of the two, which is way different. But I'll have to find them. It was really creepy stuff he had up in that attic.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't do attics or basements.
Things were and like protecting that house. So whatever was in there, I feel like they were touched. It was so weird. I said, "Don't." I said, "Where's your bedroom?" Because the kid had been coming over a lot. And I'm like, "Are you all right? Are you like I was didn't want to?" He said, "I said, so do you want to stay with us?" I said, because I could tell like his mind was not right. He finally told me had been fighting depression up there. I said, "Baby, there is some up there." And I told him what to do. I said, "Be careful," because his parents are like, they're the the snake Christians,
No.
river. Yeah. And his dad's a preacher. And I would have some of the most amazing eye-opening talks with that kid because of his view on the way he says people don't understand Christian. Real Christians don't. He said, "Miss Bonnie, they don't, and I see why you believe what you believe." So it's like it's weird in a way. Curtis loves the kid because the kid is just smart. It's just there's a couple like he's only seen him once, I think, but it was just like that one encounter of the kid's just wise. It's cool hearing a kid, and I love and like him and Jordan were not friends at first. They absolutely were. They were. But this one girl had pitted them against each other, and
Oh,
then they got smart. Hold on, though. Once his friend's a Scorpio, which male Scorpios are okay. Everyone I met that's the females are not nice.
yeah, Nicole.
Sorry, but you know it's real. um. Anyway, he tells me that he was feeling like not gonna be wanting to hang around this place no more. I said, I told him what was up there. So he kind of was able to do like a cleansing.
Oh, Doll's a Scorpio.
He had to, and it helped. Dude, I was frightened.
Mm-hmm.
I was frightened for him to stay by himself. Because whatever it was, because of the kindness in his heart, it was trying to rip him into shreds. And it's like, it was not his. I said, that's not your emotions. You do know that. He's like, I know. I said, because that's what was keeping him fighting. So.
Yeah, forget that noise. You know, I'm actually happy you brought something like this up because I was speaking to Benny last night and he was telling me he was watching Demon House by, Zach's Demon House. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed I like it for what it is, but he was telling me that it scared him half to death. And paranormal docs, they don't scare me. I find them entertaining, but they don't scare me. I've
Right.
never found them scary, but he was like, "Oh my god, it's so freaky and everything that happened to these people and what is that thing?" And now you're talking about this, so great. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to get a knock on the door and not the Three's Company knock, Come and knock on my door. But what is what's up with that stuff? Like, why? How did they get to our homes? Are there portals that we open up or something? Like, where do they come from? What do they want? And why don't they leave?
I think they just kind of they're there. If they when they want, they're there. Like I don't like that movie, but it's like where the birds start falling out of the sky. What was that one? The girl with Curry Russell or whatever. The girls from the '90s with the curls.
What well, no, not the craft.
No, it's it was no, they were aliens.
And it's
Oh
from
my
the
god.
'90s.
No, it might have been from the early 2000s. Hold on.
But not the fourth kind.
Mm-mm. I love the fourth kind though.
Yeah, I disappointed so many people when I told them it's not real.
It felt real.
Yeah, they did a good job with the marketing and making it seem
It's
real,
abducting you, it was real.
but it's all fake.
Are you okay? But it's crazy. It's weird that I'm kind of like I'm remembering late, but I'm remembering. I guess if that's good.
That's interesting. You better watch out with what you remember. They'll come back and well, that's the thing. You're not supposed to remember. Like it's a reason why you don't recall things because
The cat, like I said, my cats have been acting like crazy, and I thought it was just because of the babies leaving, which it could be,
yeah.
or that they're in heat, whatever.
So,
But
only
they've been acting crazier than normal. Like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bouncing up, like bouncing. It, like doing things they know better. Like I was telling her, so they're so trained, so good. I don't have to get on them. Like we finally got them just tame. And then the ones like, look, I could tear.
They act like Bonnie, dude. Oh my god.
I'm gonna tear up the couch. Like, am I giving you anxiety? Yeah. And Curtis is like, I don't care. I'm like, I do.
Yeah, you can't. You have to have them disciplined.
Right.
Nothing
And
like
it's hard. But what's funny is because I think one of the funniest things that I remember hearing when I was hearing all the negative things about Curtis, that he is so mean to animals. I'm like, are you fucking joking? It's like y'all don't have to see him in tears when we have to hand the babies over. Tears. I feel both of their pain. Like these last babies that went, once Curtis finally let them go, they were all right.
mm,
They were calm because they wanted to be happy. They were okay. And he knows it. It was like the other day he finally let them go. And I felt this weird peace. Like they'll remember him and same. But nobody's mad. It was weird. Because it was funny, she was like, she messaged, I just want to let you know the babies all found a home. I'm like,
oh
I'm so,
good.
yeah. Sora Felix is gone. Yeah. And well, I don't know if I think they might have went as Jack and Rose, but they're either Jack and Rose or Simba and Nala. Either way,
Oh, all right. Wait a sec. I hope not Simba and Nala, because I mean
because
they
that.
got freaky later on. We don't want
Oh,
some incest stuff.
oh yeah, no. So Jack and Rose.
Yes, there we go. Get the cat fixed though. Seriously.
We will. So, like, my son,
Wait,
like,
what the heck? Someone thumbs down? What was that?
we got a thumbs down.
Wait a sec. Now, how is that? Who? What? How is that happening?
What?
There's a thumbs down popping up on screen, and I don't know how that's happening. I'm what? 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 Okay. Oh, hello, Josue. Um, was that you, Bonnie? How was that happening? That should not have been happening.
What?
It was just a thumbs down appearing on your screen, like you were hitting a button or something, but you're not hitting anything. You're not touching anything, and that should not have been happening. I don't know how that. I don't even know where you go for that. Actually, like, let me hit it here and see. I
Hey,
What the heck?
babe, who's logged into my account? Hey.
Are you signed into Facebook?
I'm not on it.
Well, I
Like, I'm
mean, I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what that was,
in here.
and yeah, your hands are there. I know you're not touching it. Curtis isn't there. No one else has this particular link. I don't know what just happened there, but that should not have happened.
That's weird.
And it's coming from your side. No, no, no. Like it can't be from YouTube Paranormal Witch, because I'm looking at this through OBS, and it's no way the YouTube feed will come. I'm the one feeding YouTube, so this is the source. So anything that happens on YouTube, it wouldn't show up here. That's odd.
Weird.
Or maybe it would actually. Let me see. Is there like, oh wow, I just did something I wasn't supposed to. Oh no.
What'd you do?
I accidentally lost the chat on something. Let me bring this back.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
I mean, the chat is there. It's just on
Well,
another side here. There we go.
that
Someone hit a button on YouTube real quick, like whether it's the thumbs up, thumbs down. I just want to see if it pops up on screen. I'm assuming someone's hitting it and nothing is popping
like
up.
a bunch of dot 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 dot.
What
Or just
the
one.
heck?
What?
What the heck? I don't know. That was weird. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I'm thinking it's something with your phone.
Okay.
I don't know what that was about. That's weird.
I should have plenty of.
Great. Now I'm over here trying to figure. This is gonna bug me. Like stuff like this bugs me until I figure it out.
I'm good on my
Oh
fast
no!
share.
Now we lost your camera feed. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah. Nope. Can't see anything. So I don't know. I mean,
Weird.
I can see you, Bonnie, but I don't know. It's weird. That was odd. So, yeah, okay, whatever. We'll just go with it. And suddenly, I have a craving for a cheeseburger.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just have a craving. So I think tomorrow I'm going to
Curtis.
get a cheeseburger.
Taco, tacos.
But yeah, so that's weird, man. What the heck? Oh, Speaking of weird, do you know what Niema's doing? Or well, she's finished now.
What?
She did a 48-hour live stream.
Uh-huh.
So she filmed herself on stream for 48 hours straight. And I don't know why. I guess it was some sort of arts thing. You know, she's a weirdo, so whatever. I love her, but she's a weirdo. And she even filmed herself sleeping.
People are weird, aren't they?
So it's like, wow, legit, you're on for 48 hours and just, I,
Part sleep and everything.
yeah. So I was like, I hope you don't snore. That would suck.
So
But
we'll see.
yeah,
That's
so she did a 48-hour thing, and kudos to her. She kicked its butt, and I popped in a couple of times just to check in, and when I went in, she's very much not a morning person. She was knocked out sleeping, and I was like, yeah, this is weird. This is too weird for me. I can't watch someone sleep, and I just I couldn't
I
do it.
that Tim had me and Patrick film him while he was sleeping, and that thing, the laser 3D where God, what was that app? Anyway, it's where it would put this image on him, and this thing looked like it was humping him in his sleep. I said, "Oh my God, something's giving it to him," and it was funny because you could see, we were like, "What the fuck?"
Who?
Tim. It was like some entity got
You
him.
like your love to his booty hole?
Oh God.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No.
No,
No.
That's
you would have died laughing. We were laughing.
So, you know what?
Over. He kept rolling over like, huh. I'm like,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
So this is something that I want to do. I've said this before. I don't know if I've ever said it publicly, but I'm hoping next year I'll be able to get some funds together because I really want to do an unexplained investigates where you, Niema, Curtis, whomever, go to haunted houses, film that mess, edit it up, put it on out there. I really want to do that,
That'd be fun.
but it's so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just to get that, and I've been thinking about it for so long and just trying to figure out how you get
Yeah, we
there.
would love that.
Yeah, and of course, I would be safely at home, but but I know Niema would be down for something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jennifer, what spirit activity do you have?
Oh, she's
Hopefully
a
it's
bathroom ghost.
oh
For
god.
real.
No, that's not good. But yeah, unexplained investigates. I would really like to do that. And someone suggested, "Oh, get crowdfunded." And I was like, "No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take people's money for something that's not a sure thing." And no, it's nothing. Kelvin, if you're tired, pass on out. All good. I don't
Yeah.
want to take
No,
people's money for something that's not a sure thing. And I feel bad. Like I feel guilty when you guys give me a tip here and there. It's like, I feel bad because I don't feel I deserve it.
why
And
you quit that? Quit that. Yes, you do.
uh, but yeah, I'm really going to figure out next year how to start at the very least. How to start, even if I have to get some little cheap handy cams and a little fruity night vision thing.
You know what? A lot of shit you'll catch. Look at what I caught on the damn security camera.
Yeah. So,
Remember that big ass shadow?
yep,
No way.
I will never forget that.
And Jordan was like doing all his smart people stuff by standing and like reflecting light in the window and trying to make the shadows the same. He's like, I can't do this, Mom. He
Yeah.
said, "There's no."
So, and I think what would make it interesting too is, of all things, Curtis's energy.
Oh
I
yeah.
I think he would bring something quite different than what other people would bring, and
Yeah.
I could see him punching the air. So,
Yeah. Oh, he would.
yeah,
Uh, No
but
doubt.
But yeah, so just one of the little plans for the future, hopefully, and it's just something I don't know. I would like to do it. I don't want to
Hey,
edit it though. I, I don't want to do that. And the cool thing is, I know people who make the paranormal docs. I know the folks from RU Media and Our Haunted Minds, and they would help out. But uh, so yeah, unexplained Oh no, paranormal witch. You want it edited because a lot of paranormal investigations. It's just a lot of
boring.
hello, hello, anyone here? Nope, nope, nothing. We gotta be quiet and a lot of tiptoeing and stuff. Yeah, you want it edited.
Don't breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, and then making sure, like, did you hear that? What did it sound like? Can we
Yeah.
recreate this noise and stuff? So
Yeah. So there's a lot.
yeah, definitely want it edited. It's a lot that goes into it. That
Probably it's gonna be fun, but
yeah. So, but I think it's just interesting. And then I think Niema would be scared witless,
she would be. Yeah.
and that's what I like. But she would be down for. She's kind of an adrenaline junkie to a degree.
That's that's cool.
Yeah, I am not.
You're not.
No, I would do a voiceover. That's about it. And I think it is time for us to end it. So we were on for about a little under 2 hours, but I think this is a good stopping point because we went all over the freaking place.
Yeah, we did.
So, Bonnie, do you have anything coming up that you want to plug or just,
Good. Just no,
absolutely nothing?
no, no, nothing.
Okay, well, that works. I think for Unexplained, there's maybe two things. Oh, hello, Stephanie from the Cauldron Witch. Yeah, you
Hey,
popped in as we are ending, but hello, and thank you for popping on by. What was I going to say? For Unexplained, there's maybe two things coming up. If I can get the motivation to do it, I would like to do a little Christmas story type thing.
that'd
And
be cool.
I would also like to have one final show with Bonnie and Niema together. So we'll try and figure that out. I think Niema should be able to do it now after her 40-hour stream. And yeah, that's about. Oh, you know what? And I will do a tarot stream before the new year, and we'll just see what pops up within the new year. But other than that, that's all that's happening. And yeah, I
That's
mean, busy month.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so busy month. But Bonnie, thank you for joining me, and everyone in chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. And I don't know how I close this out. How the heck do I close this one out? Well, it's midnight somewhere, so go ahead and start yapping. Bye, everybody.
Bye.